Ramsey Lewis, tonight at midnight.
People are having a marvelous time because they're all on their honeymoon in Florida, the honeymoon state. And these three couples are not only enjoying their honeymoon, they're also getting ready to compete in a wild and wacky romp for wonderful prizes on the Honeymoon Race.
This portion of the Honeymoon Race is brought to you by...
This is the fabulous Hollywood Mall in Hollywood, Florida. And these are our honeymooners who are going to speed through this mall today in an exciting race to win a perfect prize for their honeymoon home. And now, to put them through their paces, here is your honeymoon host, Bill Malone.
Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Always nice to have you with us. Thank you very much. And another beautiful day, all set for our honeymoon race here in the honeymoon capital. And another fantastic race indeed. We have our honeymoon course all set up. We're going to ask our drivers to weave through it and stop at some of the more than 50 stores located in this beautiful Hollywood shopping mall, and ask our couples to run 5 pretty madcap errands. We'll tell you more about those in just a moment. Let's meet our couples right now. Richard Haynes knows who they are. He's going to tell us.
I sure will. I have a couple from Winnipeg, Canada.
Oh.
I would like you to meet Joan and Neil McJanet.
Thank you. Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Winnipeg, Canada. What kind of a wedding did you have?
Oh, a big Ukrainian wedding.
Ukrainian. Any special customs concerned with Ukrainian weddings?
Yes, there is. They all clang their glasses, and when they clang their glasses, we have to kiss, and they clanged all night.
And you didn't get any wedding dinner, just clanging and kissing.
It was much better.
How large a family do you plan?
Oh, about 12.
Good, you have a reserve quarterback then. Oh, no, in Canadian football, that's just the right number, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, that's what he wants.
Fine. Why don't you man that shopping cart, that racing car right now, and we'll get on and meet your competitors.
We sure will. I have a couple who met at a wedding.
I'm still working on the last one.
Want to clang glasses or something? This couple met at a wedding, and they are Iris and Bill Backer.
Okay. Thank you. Met at a wedding. Is that what gave you the idea?
Yes.
Has it been smooth sailing ever since?
Well, when I first met him, I had to go into his service station and keep breaking the heater of my car so he could notice me after that.
You didn't notice her right away? Boy, do you need glasses. Let me tell you, what finally made you propose there?
Oh, she's a gorgeous doll.
You finally noticed. Indeed she is. Will you take that gorgeous doll in that racing car right now? We'll meet your competition right now.
Now, here's a romantic story. I have a couple who met in the Tunnel of Love.
Ah.
Want to clang glasses this
No,
time?
I get wet feet in the Tunnel of Love.
And an Anthony Setti, and there they are.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are
Did you
you?
really meet in the Tunnel of Love?
Yes, we did.
How did it happen?
Well, my car banged into Anthony's car, and I looked up and I spotted his eyes, and...
That's all you could see in the Tunnel of Love, with the eyes glowing in the dark there, huh? Well, how'd you handle this, Anthony? How'd you get a phone number and so forth?
Well, I didn't have to, Bill. We went right then and there.
Right then and there?
Yeah.
Did you swap carts at the time?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, that's the way I want to handle it here. Why don't you hop in that racing car? We'll ask you now to see if you can handle it together, because we're going to have you ladies do the driving as usual. And so, girls, remember, it is your driving skill and dexterity that'll get your husband to the appointed rounds and help him to make his chores. And the chores we're going to deal with today, one, for example, that I don't know if you fellows have had the occasion as yet, but it's going to happen to you, I know. Maybe on your honeymoon they are still treating you, rather well. But you're going to have the opportunity as time goes by to try to peer through all sorts of lace things as you try to shave in the morning. We're going to have a stunt conducted, something like that, just a bit later on. We'll do that right after this message. Honeymooners, here are the stops you are going to make and the tasks we want you to perform. First of all, go all the way back to the far end of this Hollywood shopping mall, there you see our referee standing by the number 1. That's your first stop. Bob's Sport Shop. Zip on a hunter's game vest and put on a hunter's cap. Then go to store number 2. Back up here to Posture-Form children's shoes. Get a balloon, put it in the game pocket in the back of the vest. Then run up the steps of the platform you'll find there, lie down and break the balloon, run down the opposite side of the platform and back to your car. Stop number 3 is right directly across, again back in the far reaches of the mall, Thayer McNeil Shoes. You'll encounter a typical domestic problem that I mentioned just a little while ago. You'll find nylons drying in front of the mirror that you have to shave by. Go to one of the tables, get a can of shaving cream, lather your face, and shave with a bladeless razor we have there. Remember now, you've got to be able to see yourself in the mirror while you shave, just as you will at home, as you will encounter this. This is a little on-the-job training we have for you right here, okay? Then go back up here to number 4, to Cheryl's Gifts. Take a pair of ice tongs and pick up a coin with the tongs using only one hand. Put the coin into the duck bank you'll see there and bring the bank back out to your car. Then go all the way back to number 5 to Pilgrim's. You'll see a large tie rack right inside the store. Get 2 ties by using your teeth only and bring them out to your wife. She'll take them from you using her teeth only and then drop them in the car, okay? Runners, take your starting positions. Remember, the first one back, having completed all 5 tasks, will be our grand prize winner. Ladies, your driving is most important right now. On your marks, get set, go! And they're off. There in the lead goes Iris and Bill Backer from Yonkers, New York. And she goes roaring right down in front. They're in the first place, heading down for their first task, which will be at Bob's Sport Shop. The boys will have to zip on a hunter's game vest and a hunter's cap. He took a roundabout way to get there, but he's there first. Bill Backer, in behind him now comes Neil McJanet. He's from Winnipeg, Canada. Number 1 on his jersey. With number 3 is Tony Senti of Laurel, Maryland. The boys have to put these jackets on out in front. 2 of them forgot the hats, then go back and get them. They're all having trouble with the zippers. Neil McJanet right in front of you there still can't get it zipped up. He's still waiting. He'll be the last one to get away. So Tony Senti's ready to go. Now Neil hops in his car. And if they go, now they're moving toward task number 2. They'll go back up through the shopping mall to the Posture-Form children's shoe store. They'll have to get a balloon, put it in the back pocket of that game vest, and then lie down on it to break the balloon. So all 3 of them running kind of neck and neck right here. There's Neil McJanet. He's trying to get the balloon to break. And of course, they all have to do it on the platform. Tony Senti's still trying to get the balloon in the game vest, but Neil McJanet has completed his task. Now let's watch these 2. Let's see, try to break the balloon. Okay, there's one of Bill Backer has his broken, and now Tony gets on to try to break it. In the meantime, on to task number 3 has gone Neil McJanet. And this is what we clued them about. That's something they better get used to, is how to shave in a bathroom full of nylon. Bill Backer now has just kind of moved the nylons apart. They have to lather up and shave. This is task number 3. Here comes Bill Backer. He's working up to task number 3. We still haven't seen Tony Senti. He's still back trying to break that balloon, I guess. Now there's Tony. Tony now has moved up. All 3 of them now are working on task number 3. And they're right in that order, too. 1, 2, and 3. Those are the numbers. And it seems that Neil McJanet has completed 3. He's on the way to 4. That's Bill Backer also on the way to 4. And 4 will be back at Cheryl's gift shop, where they have to take a pair of ice tongs, pick up a coin with the tongs, and then put the coin in the duck bank, which we have there. Now let's see. There is Neil McJanet. Did he get it? Yay! He's pretty happy about that. That's a pretty tough one to do, too. It's a little tiny opening. They have to get it in. So now Neil is on the way to task number 5. The other 2 boys are now stopping off at 4. They, too, will have to put that coin in the bank using the ice tongs. Nope, not quite. But there's your leader. That's Neil McJanet. He's at his 5th and final task, which is at Pilgrim's, to pick 2 ties up with his teeth, bring it back, and his wife will take them away from her with her teeth. Back again at task 4 as the boys are still trying to get that one completed. That's Tony Senti back there. But there is the leader and the winner if he gets back in time.
If he beats them all back, he's completed all 5 tasks. That's Joan and Neil McJanet. Here they come. Looks like they're going to win this one. Coming toward that finish line, getting the checkered flag, and there are the winners. Neil and Joan McJanet of Winnipeg, Canada.
Okay, we have our second place people back at draw number 5 getting the ties. We'll find out who the prizes are right after this message. And Tony, you came in third. I think, Tony, you missed a little mark over here. You might get that later on. Here's your prize now from the Spiegel catalog that features over 40,000 items we have for you to record your honeymoon and all your lives together. A Kodak Instamatic Super 8 movie camera with zoom lens and CDS electric eye, plus a carrying case, and also 10 cartridges of 50 feet each of Silver 8 film, courtesy of Spiegel, the famous Chicago mail-order house. Congratulations to you. Iris and Bill, our second prize winners. Let's see what we have over here. First of all, we have 3 sets of beautiful Kramer jewelry, including pins, bracelets, necklaces, and earrings in gold, enamel, and rhinestones. Kramer, the creators of the diamond look. And for the new home, we have a new Broyhill room divider, an ultra-contemporary design in rich walnut, featuring elegant molded wood paneling from the Brasilia collection of Broyhill Furniture Factories. Hope you enjoy it. Congratulations to you. And now, Joan and Neil, our grand prize winner. Neil, when you got that coin in the bank, I thought you were going to come unglued right there. Here we have for you, and if you look at the monitor, we have from Don Tomrow Furniture Incorporated, a lovely French provincial stereo high-fidelity console in Brooklyn finish. A 6-foot-long cabinet featuring a stereo amplifier, a record changer, and 2 powerful 12-inch speakers. Congratulations to you. We've enjoyed having you on the Honeymoon Race. And we'll be back with more honeymooners, more racers, more prizes, more excitement right after this message. Now let's meet our next group of honeymooners. Here's Richard Haynes.
And I've got a couple from Miami all ready to hop into car number 1, Despina and Gerald Mitchell.
Hi, how are you? Despina. That's an unusual name, isn't it?
It's a Greek name, but most people call me Desi.
Desi. Well, may I do that, huh?
Fine.
Have you any trouble with your new wife's name, Jerry?
No, not really. I don't. My dad seems to have a little trouble.
Oh?
Well, her full name is Despina Joan Desi Petratos.
That does...
Petratos is the maiden name,
Yeah.
and he calls her Despina Potato.
I like that pretty well. I think it's kind of cute. If you'll just get into that racing car, we'll meet your competition right now.
Right, I have a
Put that
couple...
to music, couldn't you?
Huh?
Desi Potato.
Hey, that's kind of cute what you were doing there. Don't ever do it again, all right? I have a couple all the way from Philadelphia, and they were engaged for 1 whole year.
Mhm.
Mary and Terry Rubin.
Okay. That's kind of a long engagement, isn't it? A year?
Well, we were supposed to wait another year, but we thought, enough of that stuff. So we got married.
think so, yeah. How have things been going in romantic Miami now that you've been down?
We're having a great time. We
Uh-huh.
met about 6 other couples from other places, and we've been going around with them.
Uh-huh. That sounds like a lot of fun. Say, a lot of young people have pretty definite ideas about children. What do you think about that?
3.
3.
6.
Why don't you go talk us over? That's because I think you gotta come. There's gotta be a meeting in the minds about this. If you'll get in that racing car, we'll meet your competition right now.
And I have a young fellow who's in the Air Force right here in Florida. Say hello to Billy and Costa Stombili.
Let's see, Billa and Costa. Now, who's Billy and who's Costa?
I'm Billy.
You're Billy and he's Costa. Okay, and you're in the Air Force. Let's see, now, what do you plan to do, Billy, while he's, staying in the Air Force?
Well, I plan to go with them and feed them, Greek cooking, make them
you-
fat.
I can cook, too. You're both Greek. That's
Yeah.
3 Greeks here. What's your specialty?
Wow.
I learned to cook through my father. He
Oh,
was
you do the
undressed.
cooking?
Well, she can cook
He'll
also.
teach me.
Yeah, I see. So what is your specialty then?
Well, any Greek dish, actually.
You have a beautiful one right here, so why don't you just take that Greek dish and get in that racing car, and we'll move along. Now, remember, girls, it is up to you and your driving skill. The driving skill to get these new husbands of yours around their appointed rounds. And speaking of things to do, you fellas like to fish? Let me see a show of hands. How many like to fish? Okay, we're going to give you an opportunity. Right after this particular... Okay, honeymooners, here are the stops you'll be making and the items you're going to be getting, the tasks you'll be performing. First of all, your first stop is right close by. Cheryl's Gifts. Find a scattered deck of cards lying on the floor with an empty box. Pull out one joker. Get the remaining cards into the box. Hand the joker to the referee on the way out. Then all the way back to the far extreme reaches of this Hollywood mall to Bob's Sport Shop. You'll find a shuffleboard disc on the floor. Hopping on one foot, you'll be kicking at the disc with the same foot to get the disc to rest touching the tape line on the floor. Then come all the way to Junior Fashions over here, stop number 3. Find a diamond ring and a baby's rattle. Clasp it with your fingers and carry it with you through the rest of the race. That's a diamond ring baby's rattle. That's only one item. Then 4, back to Pilgrim's. There you'll get a plastic shoulder cover off any dress you see. Put it on your head and keep it on for the rest of the race. Your 5th and final stop is back up here to stop number 5, Thayer McNeil Shoes. Pick up a fishing pole and fish a pair of sneakers out of the pool. Remember, it must be a pair. And the first one to complete all 5 tasks, who can back over that finish line, wins our grand prize. Okay, men, take your starting positions. Ladies, once again, driving skill is up to you. So, fellows, if you're ready, on your marks, get set, go!
Off they go. Let's see who gets in that first spot. Looks like car number 3 with Billy and Costa Stamboulos, but a real pilot as they all 3 try to get around the corner at the same time. Our referee trying to untangle the cars now. Okay, Billy Stamboulos gets her car moving. Here comes Mary and Terry Rubin in car number 2, and they're at task number 1, which is Carol's gift shop. There are these scattered decks of cards on the floor. Remember now, they've got to get them back in the box and give the joker to the referee on the way out, signaling that they have completed the task. All 3 working on the cards now. Okay, somebody's on the way. It's Billy Costa. Billy and Costa Stamboulos. Here's car number 1 with Christina and Jerry Mitchell of Miami. They've completed task number 1, all going to number 2, which is Bob's Sport Stop. There they're hopping on one foot. There you see the disc on the floor. They have to kick it out and have it touching the tape line, kicking with the same foot they're hopping on. He got by the line. Have to kick it back now and get it right on the line. Costa Stamboulos there is in the number 1 spot. A little confusion as to which foot he's hopping on. He's got it completed, so he'll move on now to task number 3. Of course, he reminded him that he had to pick up the disc after he had completed the action. We now move to task number 3, which is Junior Fashion. Find the diamond ring baby's rattle and clasp it in his fingers for the rest of the race. Again, an accident as Mary and Terry Rubin pile into the rear of Christina and Jerry Mitchell. Task number 3. That's Costa Stamboulos, your leader. Right now, he's got the rattle back in the car, and he'll be going on to stop number 4. That'll be Pilgrim's as we watch Jerry Mitchell going for task number 3. He's completing it. He, too, will be taking off for task number 4. That is the Pilgrims. They'll get the plastic shoulder cover off any dress, put it on their head, and keep it on for the rest of the race. Okay. Terry Rubin also has completed task number 3. He's moving out for number 4. There's Pilgrim. Stop number 4. Costa Stamboulos of Tampa, Florida. He's got the plastic cover. He's got it on his head. Now he'll move off to the 5th and final stop. That's Jerry Mitchell. He's completing it. He's right behind Costa Stamboulos in this 5th one. This will be the decider. This is a tough one. This is the Thayer McNeil Shoe Store. They'll have to fish a pair of sneakers using a fishing pole out of that pool right there in the middle of the floor. Costa Stamboulos. Right, hook it left and right. Oops. He's going to hook it around the back. Now he's going to the lace. He's being joined there by Jerry Mitchell. 2 of them are working at. This is the final one now. Whoops, somebody's got one. There's one. They've got to get a pair now. That was Jerry Mitchell's got 1 shoe out. Now he's got 1 more, and he'll pass Billy and Costa Stamboulos. All 3 boys working there. They're trying to spear it out. It won't work that way. Best way, right on the lace. Okay, somebody else has got one. That's Terry Rubin. So now he's tied with Jerry Mitchell. 1 more shoe for either of these boys. Hey, I think Jerry's got his. He does. Jerry Mitchell has his, and I think Billy Costa Stamboulos also have theirs. They're heading for home, and now it's a race to the finish. All 3 of them heading for home. There's the checkered flag. Looks like Billy and Costa Stamboulos are first, and then Despina and Jerry Mitchell. Whammo!
Okay, they're all back. We'll find out what the prizes are right after this message.
Mary and Terry, you are our third-place finishers, and here are your prizes. Now, to record your honeymoon memories, we have for you a Polaroid land camera, the new automatic color pack camera model 210 that takes color pictures in 60 seconds or black and white pictures in just 15, with the revolutionary electronic shutter that makes perfect exposures automatically. And we want to give you something to take pictures of, so we're going to extend your honeymoon for 3 more days, including lodging, services, and gourmet dining at the Holiday Inn up in West Palm Beach, one of the more than 850 Holiday Inns in over 600 cities coast to coast. You'll be flown there by Jet on National Airlines, Florida's own airline serving all Florida. The airline you'll remember for your second honeymoon, your third honeymoon, and many vacations to come. Congratulations to you. Okay, Desi and Terry. Desi, I might say here that you handle that car like a professional. A professional plumber, but like a professional. Here is your prize. A silver service from the Michael C. Fina Company. A lovely old English design with Queen Elizabeth border featuring a coffee pot, teapot, kettle creamer, waste and sugar bowl, plus a handsome footed Chippendale tray, all heavily silver-plated for timeless beauty. Congratulations to you. Okay, our grand prize winners over here. In first place, we have for you a Charm Glow outdoor gas barbecue, constructed of heavy cast aluminum featuring a porcelain cast iron H-burner for even heat distribution, and an Amana Free-A-Frost freezer. It features exclusive frost magnets that stop frost before it starts, and that with contact freezing, an exclusive store more door. So we certainly hope that you enjoy that as well. And we, of course, enjoyed having all of you with us here on the Honeymoon Race, and we'll look forward to having you back with us again tomorrow as we continue with more honeymooners, more excitement, more prizes. Until then, Bill Malone from Hollywood, Florida. So long for now.
This has been the Honeymoon Race, brought to you from Hollywood and Florida, the honeymoon state. Electric cars for the Honeymoon Race are supplied to us by Pargo. Accommodations for the staff of the Honeymoon Race provided by Holiday Inn, the nation's innkeeper. The Honeymoon Race is a Supermarket Suite Talent Associates production. This is Richard Haynes speaking. This program was pre-recorded.